Now moving on to Yemen. The two warring sides in the country's long conflict have decided to exchange prisoners, a move hailed as historic by many. But the question remains, will this prisoner swap truly mark history, or will it meet the same fate as earlier attempts?
While this might look like an ordinary piece of paper for many of us, these 5 signatures now mark history for Yemen. The witness to an agreement between the nation's two warring sides. Yemen's government and the Houthi rebels have agreed to exchange over 1,000 prisoners. This is the largest prisoner exchange program in the 5-year-long conflict. 1,081 prisoners, including 15 Saudi nationals, are part of the confidence-building measure.
As part of your commitment to release all conflict-related prisoners and detainees, including those covered by the Security Council resolutions.
Sources close to the deal say that rebels will release around 400 people, while the government will free 681 Houthi fighters. The announcement was made at a joint meeting in the Swiss village of Glion. The United Nations Special Envoy expects the move to pave the way for a national ceasefire.
This achievement here, I think, will undoubtedly have a bounce effect for that. That it will encourage the parties to go the extra mile to resolve final differences. So what we will be looking to do as a result of the announcement here today is in the coming days, very, very soon, from today, tomorrow, the next day, to go and visit the parties to finalize the specifics of that agreement. And it's important because it ends the war. But it also is important because it starts the process of building peace.
The International Committee of Red Cross, which will oversee this mammoth prisoner swap, called upon both parties to provide security and logistical guarantees for swift releases. The ICRC team is supposed to interview those released and provide them with medical checks.
The agreement on the list is a very positive step. But we call on all parties to continue with the same urgency towards agreeing on phasing of legs, as well as require security and logistical guarantees for this operation to move from signature to reality.
While Yemen's Foreign Minister Mohammed al-Hadrami lauded this humanitarian breakthrough, he demanded for the agreement to be implemented without any stalling. Though the mammoth prisoner swap deal is an achievement on its own, it's not the first one that the two sides have agreed upon. In 2018, the Yemeni government and the Houthi movement signed a deal to swap some 15,000 detainees. Till date, that pact has only been partially implemented. This deal comes at a time when Yemen has been described as the worst humanitarian crisis in the world. Mired in conflict since 2014, it all started when the Houthi rebels removed the internationally recognized government in power. Since then, the war in the West Asian country has killed over 100,000 people, leaving millions suffering from food and medical shortages. West Asia Bureau, WION. World is One.